voters in Representative Lauren Boebert's new district are not exactly welcoming her with open arms.
Oh no!
According to a new report from the Wall Street Journal, Boebert is facing some major skepticism from residents, despite the fact that CD4 is even more conservative politically than the district that she previously served in. Now the issue is because Lauren Boebert's an embarrassment. Total embarrassment. Specifically, the Beetlejuice vaping and groping scandal. It's kind of the thing that pushed a lot of people over the edge. Now, one voter, for example, retired university employee Judy Schofield, told the Journal, quote, "I don't appreciate, as a Christian, people saying they're Christian to get your vote and then turning out to be a lowlife." I got news for you, Ms. Schofield. That seems to happen a lot, especially in the right wing. She further said that, quote, "And now I just kind of think of her as a lowlife." Well, okay. She has come to the right conclusion, so congratulations. You have seen Boebert for who and what she really is. Hey, that's great. I think it's wonderful when the wool is lifted from their eyes, okay? Just a little bit further, just to the left, just a little bit more, okay? Now, there's more. Colorado 4 resident Christopher Ware told the outlet, quote, "I will not vote for her, period. She's not one of us." Oh my God, here comes the eventual, I hope this doesn't happen, Lauren Boebert's a secret leftist. Dear God, I hope not. I hope I haven't given anybody any ideas either. Because she is certainly not one of us. All right. Another GOP voter, Tammy Fleming, said that Boebert has, quote, "not been well received by Republicans due to the shenanigans and the drama and moving districts." There's a lot. Now, look, here's the thing. While there is some level of carpetbagging that apparently could be acceptable to certain voters under certain circumstances, the ones surrounding Boebert are apparently not. Okay? That said, even if they were, there's not likely to be a place where Boebert could actually go because of the fact that she is, again, deeply unpopular, because of the fact that she's just an embarrassing mess. All right? Now, let's get to some polling about this, right? Now, a recent poll by the left-leaning research group, The Mountaineer, found that just 17% of Colorado voters have a favorable view of Lauren Boebert, less than half the 36% and 40% favorability ratings for both Trump and Biden, respectively. Now, that is really interesting. You see, you look at Donald Trump, 36%, okay, favorability. So, same voters that are like, "Oh no, Lauren Boebert, oh my God," more than double say, "Oh, Lauren Boebert, not so good, but Trump, wonderful, wonderful." Okay, interesting. Now, the thing about Trump is that he has had affairs with porn stars. Okay, at least one of them was judged to be a rapist by a New York court. Okay, in a defamation trial, and he's yet way more popular with Republican voters than Lauren Boebert, even though he's been way more of an embarrassment to the Republican Party. Isn't that weird? That's very strange. I can't help but think there's some sort of double standard involved here. I wonder why that could be. Maybe, considering how conservatives view women, I guess that makes a lot of sense, actually. That said, she also very brazenly abandoned any of voters that she had left in her previous district by leaving. I think that's pretty obvious there. And she left, of course, because she was very concerned. I'm assuming that there was some internal polling that was very bad, saying that she was going to lose to Adam Frisch. Look, she barely beat him last time by a measure of a few hundred votes. Okay, and so this rematch, he was much, much more prepared. He had more money. Obviously, Boebert's reputation got even worse since that last election. And so she was like, "Yeah, oh no, I'm done. No mas. I'm out of here." Okay. it's not going to happen. It's not happening. So she had to get the hell out of there. Now, last month, this just adds to the overwhelming evidence that, Lauren Boebert left, because voters in her old district obviously were not happy with her, but it also adds to the fact that voters in her new district are not happy with her either. Last month, The Independent analyzed Boebert's chances of keeping her seat with this move, and the results were not good. Very bad. Sad even. A local Republican official told The Independent, quote, "You might be shocked at how many people are not happy about it. This is this naked power-seeking behavior to save the seat. Doesn't really sit well." Yeah, well, I mean, I could make a joke about something involving naked Lauren Boebert, but let's not go there, okay? All right.
Don't you ever do that. Don't you ever do that. I tell you, don't do it.
Odds are some of the people might have seen too much involving that Beetlejuice theater production. Maybe had they not been kicked out, things would have spiraled, gotten worse. Who knows? That said, some people were not actually aware that she was kicked out of that musical. I know. And also not aware that cops were summoned to a Colorado restaurant over claims that she had punched her ex-husband in the face. Now, that actually didn't happen. So a police investigation proved otherwise, and her ex, Jason, has since been arrested on assault charges. No surprise here. Jason, but look, both Jason and Lauren are terrible people. Let's be honest about that. They've had a history of domestic incidences, as well as incidents with their neighbor, okay, running over mailboxes, and then, of course, involving, domestic instances involving their son. And so their family is a complete and utter mess. Just a mess. It's a congressional train wreck, okay? And by the way, Jason has refused to show up in court over a restraining order. So, wonderful. Now, Colorado State University political science professor Kyle Saunders says, well, some of the voters who didn't know about these things, well, they will now. Quote, "You can imagine the campaign ads that her opponents are going to run. It's going to be dark, grainy footage of her in the Beetlejuice theater." Oof. Yeah.
Sexual anarchy.
Oh boy. They'll know. And those who do know Boebert already dislike her. Locals told the outlet, quote, this is independent voter Randy Wallace, who said, "I won't vote for her because of who she is and what she's done," which is, again, nothing for her old district, so she would do nothing for her new district. All this goes to say, by the way, that we might be seeing the end of Lauren Boebert's political career. I know, I will not shed a tear. Which begs the question, though. If she loses, what's next? Is she going to go the Carrie Lake route and then just pretend that she won anyway? Or is she going to go to Newsmax and become a pundit? Hell, failing that, if nobody wants to hire her, she'll just start a podcast or something. I don't know. But what I do know is I don't think that there's really any other avenues for her because of the scandal that surrounds her.